Hey everyone, so let's talk about this delicious beef and shrimp vegetable soup. So it was a very nice and beautiful Friday evening. I was craving for some vegetable soup and I also want it with rice. So I was like, let me think about what I'm gonna do. I had some leftover vegetables in my fridge, so I went to store, get some beef, a fresh beef with some fresh corn and some shrimp. That's all I need. So after that, I started preparing this delicious meal, and I promise you, you're gonna like it. So I went ahead. I washed my beef with some vinegar, or you rinse or wash with some vinegar to make everything nice and clean. I added all my seasoning powder, the seasoning cube, all my spice, onion powder, salt, of course, for taste, and some oil. I mix everything together to be well combined and marinate together. So after that, I set it aside because I want all the seasoning to marinate inside the beef. So I set it aside. At this point, I was so hungry, but I'm trying to be a little bit patient for the food because it's something that I really, really want so bad. So I went ahead, prepped my corn, and getting the corn ready for the recipe. So this recipe was so good because you can get everybody to eat vegetables and they are very healthy. So I went ahead and boiled my corn with some salt to give it a good taste. I'm going to proceed prepping my broccoli. You can see I don't like cutting my broccoli in a too big form, like too chunk. I want them a little bit smaller. So I did that. After that, I had some salt into my broccoli. Then I added some boiled water. I let them sit together for about 5 minutes. Then after that, I drained the hot water and I had some cold water from my tap to stop the broccoli from cooking. You can see I have cabbage, shrimp, and I'm going to be using some chili pepper with some peppers, just the grind pepper with some tomato and onion with some ginger and garlic. I'm going to be showing you everything I'm going to be using for this recipe. I added my cooking oil into the pot. I added my ginger, chopped ginger and garlic. I added my chili pepper and I proceed with my shrimp to season my shrimp with some salt and with some seasoning powder. So because I want the flavor of this shrimp together with my food, I fried the shrimp in the same oil that I'm going to be using to cook the food. So after that, I let the shrimp cook for about 2-3 minutes. I scrape it out. I added my beef and I'm going to let it cook. I want them in a golden brown consistency. Sorry. So while I was waiting for the beef to get ready, you can see my son. The aroma of the food is I don't know how to describe it. So the boy can't just help it than to stay in the kitchen and watch the food cooking. So I proceed with what I want to do on the computer, try to edit some videos. So I went back and checked my beef, everything was ready. I added my corn. After that, I added my potato. I'm going to be using some Irish potato. So I added my potato, mix everything together to let them cook because the potato needs to be soft. Check your salt for taste, and if you need some salt, you add some extra salt. I had some seasoned seed oil. Then I had some dark soy sauce. You can use the light one. It doesn't really matter. Just for the flavor. I added my shrimp. I added my peppers with some onion, the red and the green pepper with some onion. Then after that, I proceed and added my cabbage with some additional onion. Then after that, um, I added my broccoli. That should be the last thing to be added in this soup, or else everything is going to be saggy and we don't want that. So while I was waiting for that to cook for about at least 4 to 5 minutes. I make some corn syrup just to thicken up the stew a little bit. I don't want it to be too watery, and at the same time I don't want it to be too thick. I added some extra parsley um, flakes just to give it, to garnish the food for some nice and beautiful aroma. I did that. Everything is set. So I'm going to be having this with some white rice. This was so delicious. Everybody love it. We all enjoy it. Even the kid, we all love it. So let me know in the comment section if you watch this video to this part. That means you really enjoyed the recipe. So don't forget to like, share, leave your comments, and let me know what you think about this recipe. Until next time, I'm going to be dropping another nice and delicious recipe. So this is the same recipe, but I just decided to make this with a chicken instead of beef. That is going to tell you how much we really enjoy this recipe. So I hope somebody's going to give it a try, and I believe you're going to love it. So don't forget, you can find me on Instagram, Life with Arike, or you can check me out on YouTube, Life with Arike, or you can also find me on Facebook, Life with Arike, for more delicious and wonderful video that you're gonna love for yourself, for your family. And if you have a younger child that you want them to learn how to cook, this is the best um, page for you. They would definitely learn something really good with them. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.